Rolling, 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 ride. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Hello, American Woodworker. I'm Bill Fink, and welcome to my shop in Julian, California. I have about 2,000 feet here. To give you an idea where we are, I'm about 60 miles east of San Diego, about an hour north of Mexico. I came to woodworking like a lot of fellas do. I watched my father build furniture as a kid and furnished our house. My early experience was going to Wingdale, New York to hunt country furniture and watching those old men in the barns, and kind of hooked me then. My professional career was in construction and development, building everything from residential to commercial. In '95, I had to take some time to raise a couple of kids and spend 2 years at my bench. After that, it was all woodworking, whether I was doing kitchens or interiors, any type of woodworking project. It's been keeping me pretty busy the past 15 years. As you can see, this shop is close to 2,000 feet. The particular layout works well for me, but everything in this shop is on casters, so I can move it around depending on the particular project I'm doing. The only stationary thing is my bench over there. This is a very traditional bench with a front vise and an end vise, and this is where I do all my hand tool work. This is my table saw and outfeed table. Everything here is on casters. I do all my machine work here, and I do my glue up here and painting or finishing because I have an expendable melamine top. As I mentioned, everything here is on casters for easy maneuverability. My bandsaw, my shaper, I've got an extra compressor there. Here's my planer and a joiner. This little mahogany table is being dry fit right now, and it's ready for final sanding and glue up. This old DeWalt has been a great tool over the years. I do a lot of my initial milling here. I can even stack dado blades on here and cut rabbets and dados. It's been just a fabulous old tool. This is my sliding miter saw. Once again, like everything here, it's on wheels so I can move it around the shop as I need it. I do a lot of my lumber storage back here, and this is also the staging area I talked before. I have a sharpening station with grinders and sandpaper and glass all together. I like having this all together in one spot and being able to move it close to my benches. I've always opted for a heavy bench. I do a lot of chopping and carving. These are walnut bowls and cedar that are readily available here in the mountains, and I need the strength and stability to do that. Two adages I've gone by in my life: stretch pants don't lie, and you can never have enough clamps. This is the first sack back Windsor chair I ever made. I learned this from Michael Dunbar in New Hampshire. I never finished it, but with all the sight lines visible, I thought it was a better teaching tool in the condition that it's in. I came to Julian about 7 years ago and found this shop. It's in a beautiful setting. It's an idyllic place to work. I'm 5 miles from town, and Julian is a historic California town. Gold was discovered here in the 1870s. Apples followed shortly thereafter, because it snows here, folks. We're 60 miles from Mexico, 60 miles from San Diego, and we're at 5,000 feet. It's just gorgeous. And I'm reminded of an old guy that came to Julian one time and walked up to a lumber camp and said, "Mister, you got a job for a logger?" He said, "You're a logger?" He says, "I'm a logger." He says, "You got experience?" He says, "I got experience." He says, "What is it?" He says, "You heard of the Sahara forest?" He goes, "You mean the Sahara desert?" He says, "Now it's a forest." This is a first-class operation, folks. We even have an office.
Keep rolling,
rolling, rolling, though the streams are swollen.